who you are deep within. Okay, so that is recent past. In your immediate future, what we have is spiritual strength. And notice there's a lot of green again. And green is very much a healing color. This is a number 9. 9 stands for endings, culminations, endings of something new. And what this tells me is that you, through the experience that you're going to have in October and beginning of November, you're going to grow spiritually wiser. And those are the words that my guide is using. But in order for, not that in order, you're going to grow spiritually wiser. And part of arriving in that space, you're going to do a lot of finessing. And when I say finessing, I feel your words. You're going to have to be very careful with your words. And through your words and through contemplation of how to go about a certain situation so that you don't rock the boat too much and you still stay true to yourself, you're actually going to gain a lot of spiritual wisdom. And I hear respect from others. And there's very much a feeling of be the bigger person. I want to say, be the bigger person. Come out of it as the bigger person. If you need to bow out of situation to save face for others and for you, maybe that's a thing to do as well. But I'm hearing just be a bigger person. Okay. So that's in the near future. In your distant past, or a situation that you're coming from long time ago, what I have is, it's called trapped in fear. But the card again is in reversed. Okay, so I'm going to ask what this means. Okay, and so what I'm seeing is you come from a place, and this feels like it's years ago, and it's who you have been for a while. You're coming from a place where there is a lot of, or was a lot of, fear attached to you. And I'm being shown fear about expressing, fear about allowing people to see who you truly are, because there's a vulnerability issue going on. Fears pertaining to showing yourself, showing your true self, showing your true colors. There's a fear of not wanting, you don't want people to see what's inside. And I feel that that's coming from your background somehow. So, but because it's reversed, it's telling me that you have been able to overcome it for the most part. And what he's showing me is all of that's happening right now, and you needing to stand your ground, and you're speaking your truth, and all of that stuff is connected to your heart chakra. Because of where you come from, that is why you are so adamant about your position. This very much feels like a right versus wrong on a bigger scale. And we're not talking about, oh, you're wearing a wrong dress or you're wearing a right dress. We're talking something much deeper. Okay, principles. We're talking principles here. Okay, so that's in the distant past. In your distant future, this is also a card that I'm always very excited about. Oh, that's beautiful. What you have is accelerated motion, and it's also number 8. And this is very much a spiritual card as well. And you see this lady is looking at a star. 8 is very stable number. 8 is also number of abundance. And because the border is purple, it is connecting to your spiritual abundance. And if you look here, you have number 9, then you have number 8. They're both very spiritual cards. This card is spiritual strength, and this card is accelerated motion. So both of those cards are very connected to me. And what I'm being shown is that in the future, and I want to say December and around the corner. So December, January, around that period of time, between December and March, something around the area of December and March, you're going to go through an accelerated time of movement. And this is movement on a spiritual level. And I feel like you're going to have an elevated view of how you see things. You're going to be able to see beyond what you actually see in front of you. And you're going to be able to assess situations from a different perspective, a different point of view. And what he's showing me is that because you're going to acquire some additional spiritual strength by going through those experiences that are going to be very dear to you, that you want to defend, that's what's going to give you additional tools so that you can see situations down the road from a different perspective. It's almost like I feel like I have a laser beam that goes through situations, and I can see what's not being said, and I can see what's beyond what people are saying. It's like you have this x-ray vision. And this lady's looking at the star, and it feels very much like there's a communication between the star and the female in this card. And what this tells me is that there is almost like a telepathic conversation going on. So very powerful reading. You're going to be dealing with some stuff in situations where you're going to be having some turmoil regarding it. Please watch your words. Do your best not to alienate yourself and others because of your principles. Find a way to come to a common ground. That's work. When it comes to family, I feel that you are strong, and people in the family feel that you are very opinionated. You don't need to punch them with your words in order to assess your strength. I feel like people know who you are, but I also feel that it's easy to kind of poke you and then you punch, so to speak, with your words. So just be really careful with your words. And I keep hearing the words over and over, finesse. So use a little bit of finesse with your words so that you don't alienate people either at work or in the family. Okay, so I hope this makes sense to you. If you have any questions, please post them below. If you have any ideas, also please post them below. This obviously makes no sense to me, but it's not supposed to. This is supposed to be for you. And it is a general reading, so it may not apply to every single one of you. Okay, I thank you very much for watching. Please share and subscribe, and I very much look forward to your reading in November. Thank you.